Alright, base number 2. Let's do this. See what they've got hiding inside of here. By the way, I leveled up off-screen, and Ashley got Master Overkill, Caden is 1 point off of Master Lift, and I think I got Advanced Neural Shock, if I recall correctly. I just did it, so I'm pretty sure I recall correctly. Yeah, I just got Advanced Neural Shock. So I think that's as far as I'm going to go with that. I'm going to start working on Master one of the biotic abilities, because I've already got Master Decryption and Electronics, so that's as far as I'm going to go with those. Kind of wondering when the Charm score is going to go all the way up, though, because Charm 10 isn't the highest. It goes to Charm 12, but whatever. Work on that later. But yeah, Advanced Neural Shock is pretty nice. It instead of knocking out the enemy for 1 second, it knocks them out for 3 seconds, which actually leaves them flat on their ass and exposed to attack for a little bit longer. So, and it does toxic damage, which, as you probably could have guessed by this point in the playthrough, I'm a big fan of toxic damage because it's just passive damage that just hurts and kills things pretty quickly. So, yeah, that's how that all works. Oh, they got Thorian creepers here too. Great. The hell are you guys plotting with all these things? Alright, just the technician this time. There's probably a sniper like right there, but whatever, we'll take care of this. It's a technician, so we'll go with Neural Shock Overload again, and we'll let Ashley set phasers to kill. Masterful kill. Because she can masterful kill them now, because friggin' she has Master Overkill, so, you know, that's how that all works. Eh. Ah, gotcha. Oh. I guess we got these guys. Let me pop a Neural Shock on you, since you're a commando. Eh. Can I? No, I can't. Alright, let's do it this time. There we go. Can't really immunity if you're just getting your balls rocked by my frickin' whatchamacallit? Neural Shock, can you? Shoot to kill! There we go. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, it's just the collection of Thorian creepers that are in there now. Great. Yeah, why don't you two stand there? What the hell was that box doing? Did you see that? The thing moved by itself. Is this game bugging out on me now? Oh boy. Alright, so we'll do this, and then, now that you're all available for me to do these things to you, let's lift, and, yeah, just lift for now. Okay, there's that. Now let's throw, see if I can do some advanced biotics here. Hey-ya! Did it for one of them. Killed one of them, looks like. And it wasn't the one that I just tossed through the air. Great. Gotcha. What do you mean Kahoku's at one of the other labs?
I wonder what monstrosity Cerberus has been cooking up at the next base.
Yeah, seriously. I hope they didn't take Kahoku hostage. That would suck. He said he was going off the grid, so I hope he made it. Turian and Krogan armor, nothing I really care about. I'd appreciate the metagel, even though I haven't really used it recently, but whatever. Oh, pressed X instead of the thingy, my bad. Human light armor, Phoenix 7. Phoenix 7 isn't bad. I was like, oh yeah, it's definitely going to be X, and then my hand just kind of... So. I failed an easy decryption! Are you guys proud of me yet? Man, look at all this Phoenix gear. Holy crap. Wonder if they just stole this stuff from Serta, or if Serta's backing Cerberus too. Actually, more likely the case is that Cerberus is backing Serta. But, you know. I guess if we didn't have Corian armor for Tally yet, we'd be getting it here. And there's another one. Holy crap. Now I know why Pem had all those Phoenix gears on in that one episode, because this is where he got them all from. Ooh, another Omni tool. Cool. I think Chameleon's actually the one that is better than the other couple. Connect stabilizer. But yeah, Phoenix 7, I mean, it's got good tech and biotic protection, but I'm not really concerned with that. The mercenary armor is pretty much all around better, so medium armor, not that great. We got the Corian armor for Tally there, and yeah, I guess it makes sense now that Pem had all of those Phoenix outfits on, because this is where he probably got all of them from, is from the Cerberus base when he did them. So that's how that works. What was I going to look at? I think I was going to look... Oh yeah, the chameleon tool. That's what I was going to look Oh yeah, it's got a lot of cooldown bonus. That's just what I wanted, actually. Doesn't have shield or med recharge bonus, but that's all right by me. But how do I want to do this with Caden, or I think I'd rather have this with Tally, because she's mostly going to be using the stuff that she needs tech cooldown for, so I think I'll save that for her. Not really sure why Omni Tools are in such short supply in this game, or in this version of the game. There usually seems to be one thing that's in short supply for most of the game, at least from what I understand, whether it's Omni Tools or Biotic Amps or anything like that. Last time when I did a file, it was Biotic Amps, I think, because I didn't get a lot of them, but apparently I got a bunch of them early in this file, and now I'm just getting like no Omni Tools, but we'll fix that. Don't worry about that. Alright, one base to go, and again, here's hoping that Admiral Kahoku got out of Dodge before Cerberus got to him, because if he didn't, we are going to have a whole nother reason for wanting to destroy them once and for all after this. Believe me, it's not like we need another reason at this point. They killed the entire colony of Akuz and the entire Marine unit that I was stationed with. The 50 N6 soldiers were killed by those Thresher Maws. Cerberus killed 50 of the highest trained military individuals of this generation. Like, I don't care what your reasoning was. You don't kill an entire Marine unit, the ones that are supposed to be protecting humans. Which, by the way, that reminds me, the Cerberus is a pro-human group, in case you weren't aware. Well, they're not really pro-human, they're more like human-centric than anything else. That's what they claim to be. I don't know if we have information on that yet, but there was a manifesto published on the extranet, well, the internet at that point. It wasn't really the extranet because we didn't have contact with, well, we did, but we didn't really have too much contact with the council at that point. But there was a manifesto published calling for a Cerberus, and the Alliance has linked in the time since.
I smell trouble.
That's just the uranium that we just got, Caden.
Perimeter clear.
Yeah. I don't know why they're bugging out and saying there's hostile trouble whenever I scan an element. Probably just another bug, whatever. But yeah, there's a manifesto linked to calling for a Cerberus to protect humanity and keep aliens out of our system, out of our cluster, immediately after the First Contact War. Which at that point it was like, the Turians almost blew us all to hell, so it kind of makes sense that someone would want that to happen. But now we have an Alliance rogue shadow agency called Cerberus, and they are doing what they claim is pro-human work by conducting illegal genetic experiments on humans and, other creatures of the galaxy, and attempting to utilize them in ways that would allow things to be more convenient. I mean, I don't freaking know. I know the Alliance is not going to want to be involved with Cerberus after this, that's for sure. But we have one last building to go into, so we will head inside, and then hopefully that will be the end of Cerberus, once and for all. Loading screen booted up pretty quickly for this one, probably because I've already been to two separate versions of this same exact base previously on this planet, so they pretty much had it in the console already or something, I don't know. I hope this base has some grenades. I'm kind of running a little low at this point. I suppose I could just use tech proximity mines instead, but, those aren't as much fun. Oh, shit, they're coming at me this time. Yeah, hello. Why don't you sit down for a second? Alright, well, you've got barriers, but I don't care about your barriers! Because I have overload. Yep. Nope. Get back here. There you go. You're going to barrier right now. I'm going to toss you through the air. What do we got? There's one over there with immunity. Caden, if you could take care of him, that'd be great, but I don't think you're going to be able to do that. There's one right here, isn't there? Yeah, there he is. I don't want to do this. Your overload is recharging. Let's sabotage you. And that guy's dead, so that's good. And we have this. I'm going to... do I need to pop a barrier? I don't think I really need to pop a barrier. Ashley, you're blocked. Alright. I don't want to do this. Let's just neural shock him. We can go from there. My bad, Caden. What do we got Ashley is immune right now. This guy's doing his own thing. And there's the Cerberus sniper. Let's just pop a sabotage right there. Ashley set phasers to kill. I will set my phasers to kill. You will die. That's the end of that. What do you suppose these things are? Yeah, I haven't seen anything like those before. Alright. This one doesn't seem to be working. Let's go to a console that actually is working. No, not that one either. Huh. Where's the one that... Ah, there we go. They probably all were working, and I just wasn't paying attention or something like that. I don't friggin' know. Let's open this up and take care of these guys. Oh, shit. Nice shooting, guys. Oh, God, get out of here.
One last stop to make, Commander. We owe Kahoku that much.
Oh, damn it.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
He is here. Alright, people. Looks like we're going to need to give him a proper Alliance burial, unfortunately. You check for a pulse, but find none. Admiral Kahoku is dead. Despite the ferocity of the creatures he was sealed in with, there are no signs of trauma on his corpse. The needle marks on his arm suggest a different means of execution.
Oh god, it's Admiral Kahoku.
Cerberus must have tracked him down.
Yeah. But he left us a message, a plea to stop Cerberus, and damn it, we owe him that much, so we are going to do just that. Although, really, I mean, we pretty much have done just that, haven't we? We've stopped Cerberus's research facility here in the Yangtze system, so I mean, I gotta figure if that's not a huge blow to their organization as a whole, then at the very least it's you know, at the very least it's you know, a fairly crippling blow to their organization. I know I'm stumbling on words here, and I apologize, but it's pretty much just saying, you know, they're probably not going to be in very much of a good situation now that we've done this. We should leave a distress beacon here so that way the Alliance knows where to come to pick up the Admiral after we're all done here. But we'll see what Admiral Hackett has to say about Admiral Kahoku once we get back to the Normandy. At least I gotta figure that's what we're gonna do here. I mean, we did find one of the Alliance's admirals in a Cerberus base, dead by, they might have euthanized him based on the needle marks, which is kind of disturbing, but we'll see what happens here. We don't have anything going on right now. Maybe we have to travel to another system first. Yeah, I think we have to travel to another system first, because there's supposed to be another mission that comes up. Oh, it's right there. Do we have a mission now, or is there another mission in the journal now? I guess we do have the other mission, which is UNC Hades Dogs. And, yeah, so Kahoku is dead. He gave us the information on the coordinates of their main Cerberus facility, so we're not done yet. Cerberus has a main base in the Columbia system right here in the Voyager cluster, and they are conducting genetic experiments that are just completely out of control. We have to take care of them. And frankly, I can't really say that I wouldn't want to do something like this. They may all be human, but they've conducted genetic experiments and machinations with reality that can't be considered acceptable on any standard by any race in the galaxy. Hundreds of innocent lives have been lost because of this organization. They betrayed the Alliance, and they betrayed me when they fed my entire unit to Thresher Maws on a Kuz. Now they're going to see what happens when they cross me, because this ends today. Let's head to the Columbia system and take care of Cerberus once and for all. Here we go. Columbia. Let's go. And I know we're looking for Cerberus and all that stuff, but we're not gonna, you know, not do our duties here and check the planets for all this stuff. We might as well, since we're here. Check if there's anything worth looking at in any of these systems. was stifling a yawn, I'm sorry. It just knows that, my body just knows that I'm about to go read something, so it's like, no, you gotta yawn first. And all throughout. See, I'm just yawning right now, but anyway. Clogia is a hothouse terrestrial world with a dense atmosphere of nitrogen and sulfur dioxide. Ouch, yeah, that would be pretty dense. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of gold. Wow, liquid gold would be pretty cool to have, but I doubt you could go down and get it. The core of Clogia is very hot and tectonically active. Volcanic eruptions are common, and outgassing continues to add to the density of the atmosphere. The largest active volcano has a caldera nearly 100 kilometers in diameter. That's pretty impressive, actually. And its basalt floods have covered an area roughly the size of the Earth continent of Australia. It's a really big volcano, basically, is all you need to know. Yeah, surface temperature is like that, 312 Celsius. I mean, it could be, you could handle it, but if the surface is all molten and stuff, you probably wouldn't be able to really go down and salvage all the gold. At least not on foot. Maybe from orbit with like a geosynchronous mine. Or not geosynchronous mine, like a mining satellite of some kind that just, fires lasers at it from orbit or something. I don't know, man. Nepheron. Nepheron is the planet where the main base is, so we will head back there in just a second. First, Antaheder. Antaheder is an unusually large ice world with a core of silicate rock and light metals, and a trace of atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The crust is mainly composed of water ice, which makes sense considering it's an ice world. Excuse me. Antaheder's ice sheets show obvious signs of large-scale fracture and refreezing, centered on a massive crater near the South Pole. A recent extranet meme suggests that a Prothean ship crashed through the crust of the planet before the collapse of their empire, and it might still be recovered from the planetary core. I don't think that's entirely possible. This is purportedly the source of the planet's unusually high mass. Careful mapping of Antaheder's gravity field by orbiting satellites have proved that the planetary core is entirely normal. That's a little strange. It has a high mass? Doesn't really show what its mass is here, but... I mean, I suppose if a Prothean ship, like since they're the ones who are credited with the mass relays and everything like that, they might have had large drive cores in their ships. So if the drive core, broke down or anything like that, it could cause a singularity. There might be a black hole in Antaheder's planetary core. Of course, that would involve, the planet being destroyed by now, because a small black hole would just grow larger as it gets more and more mass, and then this whole system would be gone. So I sincerely doubt that extranet meme has any merit whatsoever. Hey, rare element, samarium, nice. Needed some more of that, so let's go through this asteroid belt and see if there's any more rare earth. Looking for a carbonaceous asteroid, I think, is what I want to find here. But if we find one with a heavy metal, then I think the heavy metal ones are done. So that's a thing. Is there going to be anything in these asteroid belts? I mean, I kind of hope there is, but it doesn't have to. I don't think there is. Alright. Oh no, that was just Nepheron. I was like, what the hell? No. We'll go out here to Gromar, and then we will head to Nepheron. Gromar is a rocky terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Seems to be a common trend here. The frozen surface is mainly composed of copper with deposits of calcium. Prior to the Alliance's expansion into the Voyager cluster, Gromar hosted one half of a Turian interferometric telescope array. Okay, so it's like a... wonder what interferometric means, or is it interferometric? Because interference... Let's read more. Connected with a similar telescope in the Attican Beta cluster by an expensive chain of FTL comm buoys, the two functioned as a single virtual lens with an effective aperture equal to the thousands of light years between them. Wow, that's impressive, really. Because Attican Beta is pretty far away, if I recall correctly. It's, isn't that where Pharos is? We'll go look in a second here. The Turians used this to chart the terminus systems with great accuracy. Let's scan Gromar first before we do this. Okay, we found a League of One medallion here in a derelict space station in the late stages of orbital decay. Well, I mean, it's a good thing we got it before it went on the planet, because then we'd have to land to get it, but whatever. So, Attican Beta and Voyager. This is Attican Beta, right? Yeah. So, The aperture, in other words, the size, the diameter of the lens, is equal to the space between the Voyager cluster here and the Attican Beta cluster. Now, that would imply that they're looking in this direction, I think, with it, because this is all the Attican traverse right down here. Like, it starts at Attican Beta. So that implies that they're looking out in this direction, I think. Which means the terminus systems are like here-ish, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I seem to recall the terminus systems being like more in this direction in the second game, because you actually go to terminus in the second game. But well, whatever. We'll figure it out when we get to the second game, and then we can say, yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit what they did with their interferometric telescopic array there. It's actually supposed to be looking in this direction. Maybe they shifted in Mass Effect 3, I don't know. Anyway, Nepheron, the main base of Cerberus. Nepheron is a barren volcanic terrestrial world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of sodium with deposits of magnesium. Aside from displays of geological beauty, including many spectacular volcanoes, this barren world is of little interest. Entries relating to Nepheron in the astronomical database are sparse. Again, perfect place to put a base because nobody's going to want to go there. Although, really, excuse me, depending on how beautiful the volcanic eruptions are, it could be a place that a lot of geologists would want to go, but I'm guessing that not a lot of geologists make it back out, considering there's a Cerberus base in there, and they probably kill them when they come there. Or, you know, take them hostage and then conduct illegal genetic experiments on them. But that won't be happening for much longer, will it? Starting to wonder if we're not going to find out that Cerberus was behind the attack on Eden Prime 2. It's like, yeah, the Reapers, that's just a myth. Saren's actually working with Cerberus. That would be something else. But I'm going to bring Kaidan and Ashley again because this started with... Actually, I'm going to bring Ashley and Kaidan. There we go. Because switch up their order, why not? But this started with an Alliance missing Marines unit. This is going to finish with an Alliance not missing Marines unit. Because we're going to come in there and we're going to kick their asses. Hopefully they're not too far away. I mean, I don't mind exploring the planet, but I don't feel like running into any more Thresher Maws, you know? Might be keeping one around their base just in case they need a protector from other people attacking them. You never know. They might have found a way to tame the Thresher Maws for all I know, which, for Christ's sakes, that would be disgusting and terrible and would give us all the more reason to want to kill Cerberus, because you just don't do that, man. Like, that's just not kosher. Okay, looks like there's going to be plenty of mountains here, although if we keep going that way, we should be alright. But there's a mineral deposit here, and I'm going to try to go get it. I don't know if I can, because I have no idea if I can scale these mountains, but we're going to find out. So, basically, what's on the surface of this planet is like ash. I kind of saw a little bit of it falling just a second ago. Ooh, that's bright. Yeah, you can kind of see the volcano, the smoke from the volcanoes in the background there, I think. I mean, I can't imagine that's like clouds. It looks too abnormally formed to be cloud covered. But more than likely, the mineral deposit is back up on the mountain that I just jumped off of. Great. I was expecting, oh yeah, it's at the end of this valley. No, it has to be up on the mountain. You gotta work for these metals, man. You gotta work for them. What do we have down here? Thorium. Okay, I think that's a rare earth. Well, we're gonna find out. Or we're going to confirm, really, is the real thing I'm saying. Kaidan, get off the thorium. Oh, man. It's like Kaidan, get off the thorium, except less deadly, probably. Yeah, there's a rare element. Alright, cool. We have 19 light metals, 19 heavy metals, and 16 rare earths. I checked the journal immediately before this, so it's more than likely, once we get through exploring all the different systems here, that we still have left to go through. We don't have that many systems left to go through, and a couple of them that we have to go through are main missions anyway, so it's not like we have to do too much right now, but once we're done, we'll probably have all the stuff done. Might have missed a couple of mineral deposits on the maps of a couple of other planets, but I think we'll still be alright. I'm pretty sure there's enough rare earths in the places we'll be going shortly to hold us off. until we are all finished with that side quest. Again, not that I really care about finishing that one, but it looks like we're going to probably finish it anyway. So. Also, I was thinking about the squad level ups, and I think I pretty much have everybody's level ups in terms of what they're going to have set to about level 42, I think. You know, maybe 43. But that would just be mostly for squad members, because I think I only really need to get Shepard to level 42. Because I think I need to put one more point into Charm so that it can end up being maxed out. I don't think I need to max it out, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be maxed out if I put one more point into it. Because then I'll get another one when my Paragon starts getting a little higher. Mummified Solarian. And then I'm going to work on one of her biotic powers to get mastered. I'm not really sure which one that is yet. Well, no, I know exactly which one it is, but I'm not going to tell you guys yet. Solarian ID tag. That is not a League of One medallion, but this isn't a Cerberus soldier, man. This is a Solarian. But he has a tag for Captain Varsynth, so not really sure how he got that, but whatever. I think that's just a bug. I think they like overlooked that when they did I just run him over? No, he's over there. Never mind. I think that's just a bug, though. I think they just overlooked, or you know, like an oversight on the part of the developers. I think they just overlooked the fact that they put a Solarian there for the Solarian ID tags thing. Or they might have had a different idea of how they were going to do this quest. Like, they were like, okay, so we're going to put all the Solarian bodies where the Solarian ID tags are going to be. Because those are actually the people who were involved, you know, not just people who found
I smell trouble.
I see him. Wow. Ow. There's that. Let's just get rid of those guys. Let's get rid of the snipers if we can. Okay, I got rid of one of them. I know I'm kind of moving relatively quickly here, and I apologize. It's kind of hard to follow along, but damn it, terrain. Not helping me at all. I was just trying to circle around them so they didn't get too much of a lock on me. Of course, their snipers were pretty damn good at shooting me regardless of what I did, but whatever. How do we get in here? There we go. Alright, Cerberus. This time, you're mine.